Welcome to Tatum Talk, everybody. I'm here with a new look, mainly because I've been going through a lot with my hair. I found out I have alopecia, something else called CCCA. I've been getting treatments. That's for another video. I'm just telling you, it's been a lot going on with your girl. Okay, this video is about money that is out there and is available. Y'all may not know about it. Y'all may not even know where to look. But in the last couple of weeks, I found out about some funds that is attainable. And I'm about to show you how you can find out about some funds as well. Now, I'm in DC, right? So there is specifically money that I have found that is just for people in DC residents. And then there is money that is specifically for returning citizens. Now, returning citizens, I'm talking about people that went away, they were incarcerated, and then they came back to society and returned to society to get reacclimated and start a new life, right? So there's money for that subset of people. I am a returning citizen, and I have found out about this in the last maybe 2 weeks or so. What I want to say right now is that you should know that this money runs out. September 30th is the end of the fiscal year for 22, right? So they will get more money for fiscal year 23. But if you want to get in now, you need to start getting on this now, because you need an application in before September 30th in order to get the money that's available now, right? Unfortunately, people are not advertising that they got money. People ain't coming around knocking on doors. Hello, does anybody here need their rent paid? People ain't doing that. You gotta be the one. You gotta be proactive, and you gotta be out there. Because I was hitting the streets. I went to about 4 different places trying to find out who got the money. Who got the money? Y'all got money? Who got the money? I heard there's money for returning citizens. I'm trying to apply for flex funds. Y'all got flex funds? I've been to 4 places. And what I found out is that a lot of people, this is a new program, right? Even the people that work at these places, and I'm talking about re-entry programs, that's where I went. The people that work at some of these organizations didn't really know that the money, how the money was being dispersed, what it was that was being paid for, a lot of misinformation, and they were kind of like learning as they go, sort of thing. So don't be discouraged, ask questions. If you get to one place and they say, no, we've never heard of it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm gonna show you online where you could Google it yourself. It exists. The money is there. They just don't know about it, or you're at the wrong agency. Don't give up. Be persistent. Okay, these funds are specifically for DC. So this comes from the American Rescue Plan. This is dated April 2021. However, these funds get replenished up until 2024. And there's just so much money available. Now, don't click off yet, just because you're not from DC. I'm about to show you something for your area as well. So let's just skim through this. You're going to have to Google this yourself, though. So what I typed in to get here, what did I type in to get here? Let me head back. Okay, so I typed in flex funds. Okay, so this is what you need to type in, and then you'll come up with all kinds of stuff. But specifically, this is for, education funding, preschools, public schools, charter schools. Okay, early education, come down some more. But look, if you need childcare, support for subsidized childcare, DC must also obligate $25 million in American Rescue Plan funding by the end of fiscal year 2023. So I'm telling you that there's childcare money out there. Y'all need to find that, because childcare is expensive. There's eviction prevention housing, and here they got utility assistance, homelessness assistance. Look, $19 million here, $200 million there. Emergency housing vouchers, $5 billion. Low-income energy assistance, $14 million. Pay outstanding utility bills. Look, if you need counseling, homeowners, this is for you. So $50 million for foreclosure prevention. Mental health is listed. Child tax credit. This is some of the stuff that they already gave out. I know people was getting child tax credits. There's a lot of stuff in here to dissect. Some is not going to apply to everybody. We already got this unemployment assistance, and we got these stimulus checks, $1,400. Like I said, this article is from 2021, so that stuff happened last year. But some of this other stuff in here, y'all could qualify for and find. I have found out about plenty of money that I didn't know was available. Here's another site. This one is American Rescue Plan also. $40 billion in investments. Okay, this is about the workforce. And this has multiple states listed and what they're putting the money for. So this is mostly about a skilled infrastructure workforce. Okay, rebuild our infrastructure. I see Louisville, Kentucky, Los Angeles, Ohio. Look, $5 billion to help students stay on track and graduate college. I don't know exactly what that looks like. Are they helping you get books? Like, I don't really know. These are things you have to research and find out who has the funds. This is about mental care, recruiting, retaining, training school staff. North Carolina, and expand opportunities for careers. It sounds like job training stuff. Pennsylvania, training, credentialing opportunities for direct care workers across the state. Washington, D.C., infrastructure jobs. Los Angeles, 10 million, road training. So that's construction, transportation, warehousing, manufacturing, technology. You specifically have to search out what agencies have this money and what classes are they paying for. This is Ohio, 11 million. Job training assistance program, pre-apprenticeship. So this is electrical work, iron work, carpentry, painting, plumbing. At Louisville, Kentucky. Construction as well. Pipeline. Carpenters Union. Trade unions. Yeah, all of this stuff. If you are looking for work and you need to get trained, you ain't got to worry about how much it costs. There's money available for that. Minnesota. 1 million. Public Health Career Pathways Program, Child Care Program, College Prep, Coaching, Mentoring, Reimbursement of Tuition. This is New York, Erie County, Healthcare Careers. New Hampshire has money. Memphis, Tennessee, 20 million in workforce programs. Harris County, Texas. Right? There's so many people. Milwaukee. All of these states have money for y'all. Syracuse, New York. Montana, Vermont, Maine, Wilmington, Delaware. Nassau County, New York. San Francisco, California. Even there's tribal money in here. The Apache tribe. Colorado, California, West Virginia, Georgia, Chicago, San Diego, Rochester, Kansas. Like, there's just so much, right? This goes on and on and on and on. So I'm saying y'all have to do y'all research and figure out if what it is you want to do could be covered and paid for. And you won't know till you ask. I went through this. I went to a place where nobody knew anything. Okay, and then there was 2 high-level employees there that didn't know about it. However, somebody else walked in. He worked for DOC and Department of Correction, and so he knew about it. He said he's been hearing about it from these guys that are coming home from prison. The first thing they're asking is, how do I apply for flex funds? Because they've been hearing that they could get up to $10,000. So everybody wants this money. So that's how he's been hearing about it. And so if I hadn't been there at the same time he was there and walked in, you know what I mean? Like, I would have been, the people that were already in the room wouldn't have known, they didn't know what I was talking about. So for some reason, it's not widely known as to which agencies have the funds or how to apply for them. You really gotta put in the work to find the money, in other words. And for this particular re-entry part of it, it's about $10 million out there to be dispersed. There are many re-entry programs in DC. Now, if you are not a returning citizen, but you may know somebody that is, let them know that they need to tap in to a re-entry center, because that's who has the money for returning citizens. And I'm telling you, this money is for back rent. It could be, what's today, September 12th? If you didn't pay your rent for September and you submit for September's rent to be paid, they'll pay your September's rent. It doesn't have to be back like you owe 6 months. I have found out that they pay for rent and security, first month's rent and security deposit for you to get into an apartment. I have found out that they pay car repairs. I went and got an estimate on everything that I need fixed with my car. I got 3 estimates for 3 different services. Altogether, that's like about $1,800. And they submitted it. So if they paid that, wow, that's a huge relief for me. She didn't say no, we're not gonna cover that. She told me I added it to your application. So that means it's highly likely that they'll cover it. I didn't know that they would cover it. Somebody told me that they heard somebody else got theirs covered. So I said, let me try. Let me just try. I might as well. If I don't ask, I won't know, right? Now, I tried to get a course paid for as well. A course is, the course I wanted to take was a Forex course. They said no to that because right now they're covering needs, and that's a 1. Okay, I get it, no problem. So they'll pay for a variety of different things. And they do pay for courses, but just not that course. So I know that this place in DC called the Ready Center. So the Ready Center pays for stuff like if you want to get a CDL license, if you want to get like a cosmetology license, a barber's license, you want to become a personal trainer, they'll pay for that class. It's about 5 different things that they'll cover that'll get you certified to have a new skill. Yeah, you want to reach out to places like, I know Thrive DC, that's a re-entry program. Jubilee House is the one that I was in, but they don't have funds. They're tapped out already. However, they may replenish in the new fiscal year, which starts next month, October. Some of these places, you specifically have to be a part of their program in order for them to help you. Like Free Minds is another one. They have funds. However, they also have membership, and they have a long list, a wait list, I heard, to become a member there. But you can add yourself to the membership anyway, because like I said, the funds will be replenished again in 2023 and again in 2024. So join now. Then there's another program, CFLS. They have a funding system too. I don't know if it comes from this specific pot of flex funds or something that they always have, but I've heard that they have helped people with their rent. So I know somebody has been in her apartment and they've been paying her rent every month, and she's been there for like a year. So you have to join their program and be part of their financial literacy program specifically, because you have to meet with that person like twice a month or something like that and go over budgeting. So if you qualify, as long as you participate up to the standards to what they want you to do, they'll pay your rent. They'll also help you with food and give you, I think, $100 gift card a month towards a grocery store. There's so many things. You don't know what they might pay for you. They might help with utilities. They might help with, who knows. If they don't help you, then they'll say no, or they refer you to somebody that does. But you have to find out. You gotta start beating the pavement and reaching out to these places, because this money is out there, and if they don't use the money, then it goes back. If they don't use it, they lose it. It goes back into the pot of the government. And then I want to say it looks good to them. The more people that they help, that means they'll get the same funding again, or more funding. But if it looks like they didn't help a lot of people, then for the next fiscal year, they probably won't get as much money, right? Because it'll be looked at like, oh, you don't need that much because you didn't have a far reach into the community. So they want to help as many people as they can, but y'all have to go out and ask for the help. Nobody's gonna come to you and offer the help. So there's plenty of money for homeowners, for back rent, for car repairs, for mental assistance, for job training, for child care, all kinds of stuff.